What's up guys, Hunter Frontier back at it again with another video, and in this video guys, we're going to be talking about how Starlights are finally back in the TCG, and of course, we're going to talk about Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, and the official date for this is of course June 11th, and for the official launch date, it's June 13th, right? Because you have the OTS date, then you have the official date. But let's go right into this one, and there are some amazing surprises with this one, right? So this Battles of Legend is very special because it's going to be the first one to feature chibi monsters. So I'm not going to say it's technically like new, but it's new for TCG, right? We had a OCG variant, which if you guys do remember, it was a 7-Eleven promo where if you buy like Haichu, you can get the card with it, which is pretty cool. Now, this is the same version if you guys check it out. Now, you see this here, you're like, oh, okay, now I remember. It was a while ago. Of course, it was overseas, so it's not something you can just easily get unless you were going on like eBay or Mercari, sites like that. But, you know, this was a nice kind of like medium, you know, get candy and also get Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So it's really cool that we're going to be able to see this now. And I already know, I can already see how Konami is going to be. They're going to kind of make this a hard to get card, or it's a very overly printed card, you know, printed as like an ultra rare. There's going to be several copies of it. So it's interesting how it's going to develop. They might make some chibis easier to get than others, like definitely this Blue Eyes White Dragon one, especially with the Blue Eyes hype, is going to be harder to get. I can already tell, but of course, let me know what you guys think. And if you do like the conversation we're having, definitely go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel and turn the notification bell on. So let's get into this one again. So we have Gores, the Emissary of Darkness. And again, I have to say, these chibis look amazing. We don't know of, you know, of course, all of the full chibi arts that are going to be in here, but just to see these two, very nice. Now, again, we don't know if we're getting the rest of these, but only time will tell. Going into our second surprise here, we have Bling Out with Style. So now, right, I'm a little iffy about this, but the 25th anniversary is over, technically, right, with the Core Century Rares. Maybe, who knows? But what concerns me is that Konami is now deciding to make a emblazoned ultra rares. So they're making a new symbol instead of the 25th anniversary. So that kind of tells me, wow, we're never going to have like just nothing at the bottom of the text anymore. It's just always going to be something different. And you know, the gimmick with this one is that it looks like there's 3 different styles at the bottom, and it's going to be like, wow, once that set leaves, it's going to be hard to get, right? So you might as well try to collect all of them as much as you can. I'm not a huge fan of it. At least if they keep it to this set, then maybe, right? But again, we know how they are. That's probably not how it's going to be. But again, Bling Out these decks with unprecedented style, 51 emblazoned cards total, including 6 brand new cards, 2 for each theme. So I am interested in the 6 brand new cards. That should be really cool. But surprise number 3, Starlight's return. So of course, some people saw this one coming, but the surprise isn't that Starlights are back, which they are, but that they're a lot easier to get. Last seen in 2023 as extremely hard to find cards, Starlight Rares will be in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem at about the same rate that you could find Quarter Century Secret Rares the last couple of years. So they are going to be back, but now they're going to be easier. And I don't know, to me, it's still kind of cheap, right? I feel like, you know, when you pulled a Starlight Rare, like if you bought cases, you knew you were going to at least get 1 or 2. If you were online for a regional or YCS and you got your entry packs and you pulled a Starlight Rare, you won the event. You don't even care what happens because you were a winner. You know, they were that hard to get, but you have to understand, like if you beat the odds and you get one, it's just so much better. Them making it easier, sure, more people are going to be able to get it, but again, it's like less rare, less legendary, you know? But I can't complain. I'm happy that they are back. I hope they look exactly the same. They're not going to change how they look. And we're gonna get more, you know, different styles of cards in that rarity, of course. And then we have not a surprise, lots of new cards. So with this one, you know, we're getting more cards for Nekroz, Gem Knight. Gem Knight, really cool. I, you know, want to see more with that. Then we have Dreg, we have Fabled, DD, and Magistus decks, plus a lot more. So this is very good, and a massive 177 card set. They like to put a lot of cards in like those size sets too, old and new. Favorites you might still be looking for, Primite Lordly Lode. that's interesting because again, it's like it really just came out. But hey, I mean, you have to understand they're pushing the Blue Eyes stuff, like that's legacy, and they know that wow, this engine does very well with that. It's the most popular one, right? More expensive one. So they're gonna want to reprint it as soon as possible because they want people to really jump on the Blue Eyes hype. So if you still have your copies, I would definitely sell them and kind of wait to the reprint unless you really need them now. But if you guys check it out really quick on TCGPlayer, we have it currently about $60. So it is crashing already with the news because again, it was at 80 as being the highest. I actually sold mine way back for about maybe, I want to say 55, 60. And then when I saw it hit like 80, I was like, oh, at least I got $60 for it. So it's not bad. So anyway, though, that's not the only one. We have King of the Feral Imps, which is nice because that one did not have a foil reprint. It only had rare and a common. So that's good to see. But again, your typical Bows of Legend set, you know, really cool. You're getting the Secret, you're getting the Ultra Rares, but now they're emblazoned Ultra Rares, and then you're getting 3 Ultra Rares. So overall, pretty good. 25 of these cards are also available as Starlight Rares. See, that's why I'm not a huge fan of. I would understand if this was a quarter century Secret Rares because we're used to that. But Starlight Rares are just something where it's a main core set and it's just maybe 3 or 4 of them and they're hard to get. They're not easy to pull. But we'll see what happens. I think they kind of just taken the principle of the core century Secret Rares. Wow, they're doing so good, so many of them, right? We can just make more money that way. Let's just kind of keep that same formula with Starlight Rares. But again, we'll see if core century Secret Rares end after this or they don't. And now, you know, again, it's great to see a lot of these cards get reprinted, which we did want to see. It's pretty much the same thing. I want to give a huge shout out to Gemtech because I actually got a affiliate code with them recently. If you guys don't know them, again, they're a huge TCG accessory website, and they're actually on pre-order for this Pro Tech Neo TCG bag. You really want to just get a bag. If you're playing any type of TCG, you want to get it from a company that specializes in this, right? And it's more of a smaller bag, but you can kind of just fit a lot of things, you know, decks, cards, a small binder if you want. It goes around your shirt, of course, very easily. You know, it's nothing too heavy, something light you want to bring to an event. You know, sometimes you don't want to bring those huge bags, depending on your style, but for $60, that's not bad. The price of, you know, it used to be a price of like a video game. That's not a bad pick, and it's available April 30th. And I just want to just quickly go over some other things. Like they have the TCG binder. This one is goated. If you guys have never gotten this before, it's currently sold out, but you have to kind of, you know, keep track on things like this. I'll definitely bring it up again if it goes back, it gets a restock, but it's cool. You can fit Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but in, of course, you can fit them in the plastic loader, like loads, like you can put them in the binder itself. So it's kind of more like cool to kind of like visualize and see in the binder because it's actually more protected now. It's like double sleeved in a way. This came out a long time ago and they have had several restocks, so definitely anticipate one in the future. So it's really cool, and I still have mine and it's still in great condition. And then finally, you know, their deck boxes here, they have several different styles of like this type, but in different colors and again different like embroidered styles. I will say, if you have not seen this China Cup one, it's definitely amazing. It's legendary. And again, that's the same type, it's just that it's not in this art, but that might come back at some point too. You just really want to watch out on, you know, restocks from companies like this. But if you guys do buy anything, of course, I appreciate you. All you have to do is just hit that link down below, and anything you buy supports the channel. But guys, last but not least, we just want to look into the Starlight Rare market currently, and it has taken such a huge hit since the Core Secret Rares have come out. You see Appaloosa that used to be above $1,000, barely at like 300, hanging around there. If we were to check at the best-selling cards right now, you have more of the Charmers, which of course makes sense because, you know, whichever format we're kind of like leaning towards attribute-wise, those Charmers are kind of like going up in price. Dar actually used to be very, very expensive, but then we had the Core Secret Rare, so it kind of like shot it down in price. Mirror Jade is actually interesting how it's still like the third best, or I guess third best selling right now. I would say Phoenix Enforcer is a great one, only because that comes back. That definitely will be going up in price. But it does have a variant, of course, and another rarity. And then of course you have the Signer Dragons, which I feel like overall long term they will make a jump back. I currently own them, but I'm a little biased, but still I believe they will come back for sure. So there are a lot of cards you kind of want to just take a look at. It might be the time to buy some Starlight rares. They're on sale. They've been on sale for a long time. They're on the clearance rack right now, as we would say. So definitely just take a look, see what you want to buy, because I think when these Starlight rares come back, it's going to kind of test to see if this market can make a comeback, right? It definitely will in the long term, but for now, it's on sale. Go ahead and just go wild. But guys, that's all I have for you for today's video. If you guys liked the video, make sure you give it a huge like. Comment down below, of course, what do you think about the return of Starlight rares and the chibi monsters in Battles of Legend? And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on so you're updated the next time I upload new videos. Alright guys, all I have for you for this one. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day or night, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.